New York, a city where politics rarely sleep, where power moves are dissected with the same intensity as its skyline glows at night. But today, the political temperature rose far above the city's November chill. What unfolded inside the Oval Office was more than a meeting. It was a collision of two worlds. On Friday morning, as cameras clicked and reporters crowded the room, President Donald Trump sat behind the historic Resolute desk. Standing beside him was the man who will soon govern America's largest city, New York City Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani, a progressive firebrand known for labeling Trump's agenda as fascist and despotic. And it didn't take long before those past words resurfaced. Fox News correspondent Jacqui Heinrich broke the tension with a pointed question. "Do you still believe the president is a fascist?" Mamdani inhaled, ready to respond. But before he could finish a single sentence, Trump leaned in, tapped his arm, and cut him off with a grin. "That's okay," the president said. "You can just say yes. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind." The room burst into awkward laughter. But beneath that humor was a very real political balancing act. For 10 minutes, the Oval Office became a stage, a carefully choreographed duel between Mamdani's past rhetoric and the reality of working with a president whose policies he once fiercely opposed. Earlier, Heinrich tried again, pressing Mamdani on whether he still stood by his descriptions of Trump as fascist and despotic. The mayor-elect dodged the labels, offering instead a diplomatic line. He would work with the president where we agree, because New Yorkers, all 8.5 million of them, needed results. Trump laughed again, jumping in before Mamdani's sentence ended. "I've been called much worse than a despot," he joked. Maybe he'll change his mind. But behind the light-hearted exchanges, both men had serious agendas. Trump highlighted falling energy prices, signaling he wanted New York's utilities, especially Con Edison, to slash rates. Mamdani, meanwhile, outlined his plan to tackle what he called a cost-of-living crisis, one threatening to push working families out of the city. Housing, rent, groceries, and utilities. These were now shared battlegrounds. Jacqui Heinrich then shifted the tone, steering the conversation back to global politics. "How will your Ukraine peace plan work?" she asked Trump if President Zelensky rejects it. Trump didn't hesitate. "Ukraine will have to like it," he said, "or keep fighting." He repeated his insistence that U.S. support would require an agreement and claimed that casualties in the war were far higher than publicly acknowledged. The room fell quiet. From there, attention turned to public safety, a defining issue in New York. Mamdani reaffirmed he would maintain a force of around 35,000 NYPD officers, but pushed non-urgent calls toward mental health responders, not police. This time, Trump nodded in agreement. Both men, despite their ideological gulf, emphasized one shared goal: removing very bad people and making New York safer. The contradictions were almost cinematic. A Democratic Socialist mayor-elect and a Republican president, standing shoulder to shoulder, searching for common ground, while the weight of their political differences hovered like a shadow. For analysts and critics, one thing is now clear. Zohran Mamdani's biggest challenge won't be the city budget, or crime, or housing. It will be navigating the razor-thin line between his far-left identity and the demands of governing alongside the Trump White House. Before leaving, Trump joked that the media spray attracted more reporters than usual. He said he was open to more meetings. Mamdani echoed that sentiment, emphasizing only one mission: deliver for New Yorkers fast. Hours later, Trump posted the photos on Truth Social with the caption, "It was a great honor meeting Zohran Mamdani, the new mayor of New York City." The White House has not issued a formal comment, but one thing is undeniable. This meeting wasn't just political theater. It may be the opening chapter of one of the most unusual political partnerships in modern New York history.